My name's Celia Hoyles. I'm in mathematics education, and hello.
Sorry, thank you.
I'm in mathematics education, and actually I'm from another university, although I have huge admiration for the Open University, and I'm delighted to hear you today. You said something very briefly about assessment, and I find that a little bit tantalizing, because so often in many sectors it is the nature of the assessment that actually frames so much of the teaching and learning. So I wondered if you could say something about the innovative ways that you're thinking about assessment, because I would very much like to hear more. Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. Fraser, correct me if I'm wrong on this statistic, but I think about 30% roughly of our end of course assessments now are not exams, but they're actual project-based. They're things that people work on where they present a portfolio of work around a particular project that gets submitted to examiners for critiquing in something that they produced, something that they created, something that they were able to prove they mastered the concepts of what they worked through. Sometimes that's done as an individual, sometimes that's done as a collective. That, I think, is a wonderful way. I'm not saying it's everything it could be, but boy, when we look at the feedback that we get around what it takes to be assessed that way versus walking into an exam, you start to see the differences. I think technology actually opens up to us through student portfolios and continuous assessment, ways for us to be able to compile continuous assessment for students that can be easily aggregated at important milestones to show their progress and the portfolio of their work, and that can be part of the way that we can do it. Now, I used to run an assessment company, so I can also tell you that there are much more effective ways that you can assess through the application of technology than the way that we have traditionally assessed as well. I won't bore people with that tonight, but I'm about to be a victim of one of them, that I now have to go and sit my UK driver's license. And I was the company that came up with the bloody hazard perception test, and now I've got to sit the exam. Where's the irony in that? So there are definitely ways, but it is the most politically charged, controversial area of education at every level that you can possibly touch. And so that's why I keep it in very small doses in my presentation. So, but in your area of mathematics, there's some extraordinary things that can be done, because the math engines that we can create now and the way that they can be manipulated with technology and the way that you can not only assess but help people learn, I think are breathtaking. And I know that because I was the kid in the back of maths class that didn't get it the first time, didn't get it the second time, but didn't want to look like an idiot and raise my hand to ask the third time, missed the foundational concepts, never really went on to be a great mathematician. And so in your area of study, I think there are some wonderful things that can be done in the way that we do formative assessment as well as summative assessment. So there you go. You're welcome.